Today we're going to take a look at the Salesforce API and how you can bring custom data into Query Builder. So I've already authenticated, which you'll have to do as well. Now the Salesforce API is incredibly robust. It's actually one of my favorite APIs to work with because it's so logical. Today we're going to have a look at the lead object, but you can use the same approaches and tips and tricks for any of the objects to bring back data. As you can see, there's a lot of fields available. All of your custom fields will come back as well, and you can filter and fetch data from those as well. So why don't we go through a standard example here. We'll start by pulling back created date. We'll bring back, of course, the IDs. We'll bring back the ID for the actual lead, but then I also want to bring back the ID for the owner. And unfortunately, in this table, the owner name is not present. So I'll show you where to get that in a minute. And then once you have those two data sources, you can actually do a join on the owner ID. Let's bring back a few other things as well that are typical when you're looking at leads, such as country, status, and then we'll also pull back the is converted field as well, which is a Boolean. Okay, so why don't we hit preview data and see what Salesforce gives us. All right, so you can see that we've got data back and it's fairly populated. We've got all of the information that we want. Why don't we shorten that up a bit? So we've got 1,000 rows here. Why don't we only get data for the past 30 days? So again, you can easily filter right in line. As soon as you click apply, it's going to send off another query. And let's see what that looks like. Okay, so we've got 8 rows in our sample data here. You could actually proceed now and build a metric using this data here, but why don't we just switch gears quickly and we're going to have a look at the user table as I was mentioning. Exactly the same idea. The user table has got all of these fields that you can query and filter on. For our purposes, let's have a quick look at, again, the user ID, because that's the ID that eventually you would do a lookup with or a merge. And there's a video on that as well, using the modeler and how to merge data, so definitely have a look at that. And why don't we pull back the last name, we'll bring back the title as well. There we go. And also the user type. And let's hit preview and see what kind of information we get. All right, perfect. So you can see we've got everything we need here. We've got the ID, the last name, the title, and the user type. But you saw that there was a couple of non-users in there, automated processes and whatnot. So why don't we again sort of filter based on just the standard user type, which is real users, and that will make the data source a little bit smaller and easier to work with. So again, there you have it. Those were 2 examples how to pull back data from the lead object and the user object. As I said, Salesforce is a really amazing API to work with, so you can get back all sorts of different information that you need. As always, let us know if you've got any questions and hope this helped.